Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Balanced Life, Happy Life. It is my pleasure to welcome you as a consultant or someone who's checking us out. We gather every week and we do this wonderful overview of what we call Balanced Life, Happy Life, which is really about um, kind of showcasing what we think is a better way of living on so many different aspects. And this, what you're going to learn about today, is an overview of the products, the philosophy, and the global wellness community of this fabulous company that is in its 50th year, that is all about Nikken. It's the company is Nikken. So you're going to hear about all of this, and then you're going to also hear about a unique way to earn an extra income through a phenomenal business well, you're about to learn all about it. So I'm going to introduce you to two fabulous speakers that are very seasoned leaders in the company. Madeline Zazorski is 30 years in traditional Western medicine as a very high-powered nurse. I think she ran hospitals, and is in her 28th year in Nikken and is very passionate today, as she was 28 years ago, in being able to offer everyone in her local community and beyond ways to really have an impact on wellness. And then we have Michelle Kochek, who has been, let's see, I wrote down 3, 11, and 1, 3 children, 11 grandchildren, and one great grandchild, which you don't look like you're old enough for that, has been married for over 40 years. And Michelle has an accounting and banking background and is very passionate about having a home-based business. And I love the name of your business, Barefoot in the Sand. So you're in great hands with two fabulous leaders to hear all about how you can have more balance and more happy in your life. Take it away, ladies.
Thank you, Sherri. What a wonderful introduction. Welcome, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. And please forgive me, it has been a very long time since I've done something like that. So please be patient if I get a little tongue-tied at some point. Um, shall we continue? Humans being more. This is a phrase that Nikken coined many, many decades ago. And when you have a look at this lady here, she is definitely a human being more. She is vibrant. She's singing her song. She looks very, very happy. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are not quite so happy. And maybe it's because modern life is creating a great deal of stress for a lot of people. And a lot of people maybe feel stuck. There's many reasons for this, whether it's financial worries, unhealthy lifestyle, too many demands, family responsibilities, lots of too much, too much, too much, too much. What is a solution? We believe that when you find balance in all 5 pillars of health, healthy body, mind, family, society, and finances, your life is going to become in balance. You're going to become human being more. You're going to become happier and most likely a little bit healthier. Compounding effect, daily choices, no matter what we choose to do, has an amazing compounding effect. When you are consistent with those small choices over time, it can make a radical difference. And depending on your choices as to what that difference is. So when my kids were going off in their teen years, I would say to them, make wise choices. Remember the consequences of your choices. And you're the one who's going to have to deal with that. Well, it's true for all of us. We all have to face the consequences of our choices, whether they're good or bad. And the results reflect on our income, our health, relationship, happiness, and success, one way or another. When we have a look at how North America approaches the healthcare compared to Japan, it's kind of staggering. You look at Canada is number 34 in the world as far as health and well-being. US is number 68 in the world. Japan now is number one in the world. What about longevity? USA 40 in the world, average life expectancy is 76.5 years, whereas in Japan, it's 84.3. This really blows my mind is the cost of healthcare per capita in North America compared to that per capita in Japan. Japan, it's 1/3. Why? What is the difference? And then look at the obesity. It's totally, in my viewpoint, out of control. We are dealing with in North America a sick care society, whereas Japan chooses the self-care. It's all about prevention versus cure. So the health risk factors, stress. We looked at that lady that did not look so happy. It impacts many, many parts of our body, our mind, our overall health. And then poor sleep. Did you know that one poor night's sleep drops your immune system by 60% immediately? You cannot recover that. That is a done deal. And then malnutrition. Oh my goodness. There it is so much of malnutrition. And do you think that's contributing to our healthcare society? My daughter's a teacher, and it breaks my heart because she has students that will come in on Monday morning and they haven't eaten all weekend. And she will make them some breakfast and then a snack that she hopes that they bring a lunch. Some do, some don't. So she fills in for that gap. And then she'll give them a snack before she sends them off to home, knowing some of these kids are not eating that night. Now, how sad is this? Do you think that's contributing to our health sick care society and our air quality? I mean, I think that's something that all of us can understand. But do we look at the water? Bottled water is found to contain over 24,000 chemicals, including in endocrine disruptors. Did I say that right, Madeline?
Yep.
And then the electrosmog. Where do we get the electrosmog? Well, do you think this has a part of it? Do you think this all has a part of it? All of the electricity around us? It certainly has an impact on our health and well-being. And symptoms will include fatigue, tiredness, concentration, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I find that when I'm feeling a little bit sluggish, my go-to is let's ground. I love to be outside barefoot in the sand, but right now it's kind of hard to find that sand under 3 feet of snow. So there are other alternatives to ground yourself. We believe that taking personal responsibility through self-care, be healthy by choice, not by chance. And it's an active process of becoming much better with those daily choices that we make, little ones at a time, one step at a time, for a more successful lifestyle. Nikan was founded in 1975 by Mr. Masuda with a simple pair of magnetic insoles. This is very, very powerful as we connect to the earth. It's very important. But like I said, when we're stuck inside, it's hard to do. Imagine putting something like this inside your slippers or your shoes to help you connect to the earth. Do you think that's going to make a difference?
Do you ever have days where everything in your life feels imbalanced? When your mind is clear and your body feels in tune with nature? When everyone in your family is healthy and happy? When you belong to and support a warm, loving community? When you have a stable income and no debt? Mind, body, family, society, finances. Niken calls these 5 areas of our lives the 5 pillars of wellness. We help you cultivate balance in all 5 areas of life with the tools that build your wellness home. Because to breathe is to live, we focus on cleaning. Because water is life, we focus on pure water. Because healthy food nourishes strong bodies, we focus on nutrient-dense organic ingredients. Because everyone needs restful sleep and energy to feel joyful, we focus on rest, relaxation, and magnetic support. And to keep you as youthful looking as you feel, we focus on naturally sourced marine organic skincare. Our vision is to share the 5 pillars of wellness with everyone. And we want to spread the word throughout the world. Because once you achieve a balanced lifestyle, wouldn't you want to help everyone you know to achieve the same wonderful life of active wellness? That's what we offer everyone who is part of our global wellness community. Join me, Ken, to build your wellness home and live a life in balance. Discover it, live it, share it.
So, if you knew of something that made a profound difference in your life, would you not want to tell other people about it? Would you not want to share it? Just like you would share an amazing movie that you just saw or a great restaurant that you went to. You tell people about that. Why not tell them about Nikan and how this can make such a profound difference in possibly their life? Wellness home. The wellness home is an environment in which we thrive, an environment where we bring in the natural energies of the earth, the earth, the sun, the air, and the earth, the sun, the air, and create an amazing environment in our home. So how do you connect with nature?
Constantly evolving, we've found inspiration in nature's timeless solutions, hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered, readily available outside our doors. This is biomimicry, the art of learning from and emulating nature's brilliance, solving our problems and creating sustainable solutions. Nature is our guide, offering forms more efficient than we ever imagined, processes ahead of cutting-edge technologies and systems refined over billions of years. The human body is a highly sophisticated biological system that has evolved to be efficient, adaptive, and resilient. Incorporating principles of biomimicry for human body functions not only leverages the efficiency and adaptability of natural systems, but also aligns with the broader goals of sustainability and environmental harmony. In a natural environment, the spring water is filtered, purified, and filled with minerals that are essential for maintaining optimal functions in our body. The emulation of these natural compositions generates an exceptional source of the ideal water that every cell in our body needs for smart hydration. The Earth's magnetic field influences organisms in many ways: navigation, finding their way, or even for communication. By using magnetic and massage stimulation, we are seeking to influence the body's natural responses to restore balance and support in our increasing stressful world. Air abundant in negative ions can be experienced as a fresh air feeling, such as the revitalizing air near waterfalls and forests. Ionization technologies enhance indoor air quality and overall wellness, bringing pure air to our home. Ceramic reflective fibers work like the sun's spectrum, bringing this comforting technology to our homes. Using energy from our bodies and the environment, these fibers gently reflect a soothing warmth, promoting a sense of well-being for less stress, restful sleep, and vital energy. Our overall approach aims to bring balance in the 5 pillars of wellness by bringing nature into your home. Together, we can make a better world where we not only survive, but thrive. And you, how do you connect with nature?
So the Nikan Wellness Home, as I mentioned, it's bringing nature into our environment. the vital elements of life: air, water, sleep, nutrition, and energy. And it's being able to have good clean air, good clean water, sleep, quality and quantity sleep, good nutrition that is very nutrient dense, and then the exposure to the sun, the air, and the wind. 5 vital elements, definitely. There is no life without air, water, sleep, nutrition, and exposure to the natural energies. So we've got Madeline, could you call in your guest to tell us her story on the products?
Yes, I'm excited to introduce Star and possibly Gary Suzik as well. Star, are you there? Can you unmute?
Yes, we're here. Oh,
Hey, they're both there.
sorry.
Gary's been with me for probably about 25 years and Star for maybe the past 13. And she came to a planning committee meeting last year for the Pink Collagen Complex and sat there listening. And I don't know what to do. Gary's been doing this. I haven't been doing this. But I know how to do a party. And from doing that launch until today, she's absolutely on fire. So, Star, do you want to begin with the product that you like the most and whatever the two of you have that you'd like to share together? Move a little closer so that we can, or
Yeah.
so that we can see your beautiful face. There we go.
Hi everyone. Well, I want to share my top products that I love from Nikken is the insoles and everything in the energy packs. We have everything. It's just I love them, especially the kind of work that I have, and I'm always on the go. I have to take my son to his sports, and I've been going around helping family members, and also it gives me more energy. So that's the best product that I love so far, and especially the business itself. So right now I just started really sharing a lot because I love the vision in Nikken.
Thank you.
And then here Gary,
What? Oh,
my husband Gary.
I don't know if I could. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to take the filter off of this. The thing that I like what got me involved in Nikken was the water. When I went to, well, God, that was a long time ago. When I went to a church function, I forget what her name was. She was there, and they did the water test and the energy with it out. So I got hooked on the water because up until that point, I started I was doing research on what they call energy water, or actually it's called chi water in some of the things online. And I was doing research, and I found out that Nikken had all of that and all of those elements in there as part of the energy water. So that's what really attracted me to Nikken was the water. And now, we have a couple of different waterfalls that we use all the time for everything, including cooking. And I also have the water bottle on me pretty much all the time. And of course, we wear our necklaces and our and my wife wears the yes, she wears the wristband. She wears
all the time.
she wears the wristbands and the
Insoles.
and the insoles. Oh yeah, of course we wear the insoles. I have to wear the insoles too. So and it's been a lot. It's been actually life changing. So because before I had problems with my feet and problems with my back, and then when I got the insoles and started using the insoles and as well as the backlegs, a lot of the discomfort that I had went away. So. And I still use them to this day. And I've had the one pair I've had probably I've probably had the one pair for at least 10 years now. So
Thank
and
you
then
so much.
and then the mag boys too. I like those
The
too.
duo. Yeah.
Yeah, the mag duos.
And also my son loved the cozy blanket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before he go to bed, he always, where's my Nikken blanket? So he just loved that also.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
So Nikken is a one-stop wellness shop. Smart hydration, fresh air, restful sleep, smart nutrition, nourished skin, less stress, and vital energy. It is definitely a unique approach to total wellness. And like Star had mentioned, the energy pack. Some of our products come in individual packs where you can actually save some money and create your own wellness home. So what we suggest that you do is exactly what you're doing tonight. You're discovering it. You're learning what Nikken is all about. We do recommend to start living it. Start testing the waters. It is very, very important for your well-being. You may decide to become a consultant where you start sharing with other people. And then you might even decide to become a community builder where you're going to make some pretty decent income. So Madeline, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can talk about why should we build our wellness business?
Well, thank you very much, Michelle. After everything that you heard tonight, the question is why not build a wellness business? So we say, when did you get into Nikken and when did Nikken get into you? And so for many, and for most people, finances are the main cause of stress. And is that true today? What's on television? It's not just the North American financial situation, but with tariffs, the global world, it's financial. So this model, the reason why, there's a left hand and a right hand side. So if you look at the left hand, 95% of the population of the whole world is the wealth is controlled by 5% of the people. That's why finances are a problem. If you look at the right side, 95% of the wealth is controlled by 5% of the population. So if you're an employee, which most people are, whether you have one job or two jobs or three jobs, you get paid for the amount of time you put to work. Time equals money. If you're self-employed, especially with a restaurant, a business like that, if you're there aren't even solo doctors anymore, but when there was, if they were sick and they weren't working, you couldn't earn an income. A restaurant owner, staff doesn't show up, they're working. The restaurant or whatever it is owns you. On the right-hand side, it's the use of leverage and scalability. So on this side, you're trading time for money. On this side, you are adding value because you're using a system and you are duplicating a system, and then rewards are paid back because of that. It's an investment model where your money works for you and the time of others works for you. Now, this concept of creating multiple streams of income, multiple sources of income, is critical. And it's critical because you impact so many more people. So it's all about really helping people. And with Nikken, the humans being more philosophy, the collaborative entrepreneurship, it's really working together to do that. So keep this in mind when we move to the next slide. So why did Mr. Masuda choose network marketing as a distribution system? He was poor. He had enough money to help his son, and he wanted other people to be able to have that. A network marketing model provides that. Again, if you look at the left-hand side here, Michelle just gave the information on the slide about the way you can begin. In the retail model, we have people that can earn several $1,000s retailing, taking care of customers and earning up to 30% back depending on the number of customers they have. The small business model is you have your own retailing model, possibly, and then a few other people decide they want to join you, or you start with wanting a few other people, and you can earn up to 40%. Now, 40% and 30% may sound more than 6% times 6. So on the next page here, you'll see a visual as to what is explained there. What's most important to think about on this slide is that you are growing and serving a larger community. And in the right lower hand corner here, you're impacting people, planet, and profit. So in this model, and if you're interested in learning more about this, on Thursday evening, the two leaders, Mike and Dave, go into this even further. If you look at the little model that's in the upper left-hand corner, that's you in the middle with three consultants that join you, and all of you, those four consultants, and each have 5 customers. So when you take that and duplicate it, this is your concept of exponential growth, of doubling a penny. So when 3 distributors or new consultants, 3 times 3 is 9, and if they each find 3, that's 27. You get down to the 6th level where you would have 729 people. And if each one of them had 5 customers, you're multiplying this direction. So you could theoretically have up to almost 4,000 customers. And the basic premise here is 100 commissionable dollars each. 100, not anything else. Now, those packs are your investment in having a business. The McDonald's franchise owner can buy a franchise, but if they don't buy the buns and the pickles and the lettuce and everything else to go in it, you cannot sell you have to have some kind of equipment, you have to have people and so forth. So that's your investment in having the tools that you need so you have your stories and you can demonstrate with people. But this is a simple model based upon 100 commissionable dollars and being able to grow that much. Now, that detail simplified with the use of apples. We don't know, we can tell how many seeds there are in one apple, but what if that one apple causes a new tree and then some seeds go to another tree and we have an orchard where you have baskets of abundance that because of the sharing that happens from one seed to others, planting seeds and watering those seeds, we can grow into the kind of scalability and duplication that a network marketing model has to offer. So we certainly have learned that with the phone, the smartphone, and Amazon. They are global, an impact everywhere. An Uber driver has scalability and leverage if he or she wants to be home for like Aiden for his game. They can not drive somebody, but they don't have other Uber drivers where they can leverage and compound the work of others, and they're still limited on their time. With Niken, we have the perfect platform. It doesn't matter where you are. So on the next slide, how would you like to be there doing your business where you can write off your trip and talk to the people that are there with you, concerned about all the stress that they're experiencing. And by May, we will be global with our new software on the accessibility to be able to do our business everywhere from our phones. The seeds that are planted, just like Star and Gary, some seeds blow away. Some we try to pull them up and push them along, and that doesn't work. And others then sprout when they're ready. So it's important to have a lot of customers and a lot of contacts and let people be where they are, when they are there. So we join Niken, we share and promote. And how do we learn that? With a simple ABC process, and that'll be shared in just a moment here. And we just invite people and have conversations, whether they're through social media or in person. It is still very much people enjoy the Niken hugs, the heart hugs, enjoy being with one another at events. We are planning more hybrid events like this tonight, but yet being in person, because that does make a big difference. Niken does all the hard work. They ship the products, and I'm approaching my 28th year here, never missed a paycheck. And the trips, incentive trips have been wonderful. I met Sherri in Japan 28 years. It'll be this coming fall. And we've been to Italy together. And so the collaborative relationship we have in being able to help one another, it's because we have that opportunity to work together. So what is collaborative entrepreneurship? And in the world today, it's like the competitive. You want to put somebody else out of business. Besides our low cost of entry, we have this type of free leadership development program that we have here this evening. Easy to integrate. Star was rushing home from work and in a restaurant, sponsored 2 new customers in a restaurant, the business owner she knows, and then is here tonight and was able to do that with that kind of flexibility. Most importantly, this turnkey entrepreneurship system, it's something that can be duplicated. Each one of us, if you look at each one of us here, we look different, we have different styles, and we share differently. So growing our global wellness community, when we say it's easy as ABC, none of us do the ABC often enough. So the A means tonight, this is an A, the expert that is sharing the slides and so forth. The B is the person who is inviting someone else. So they're going to be quiet and listen and observe so that they can learn, and then you become the A. And the C is the new person that is taking the information in. And it's as simple as teaching 3 to reach 3. So this is this little model down here again, where you have three people and you're teaching them to duplicate the same model. And if you duplicate that system, magic occurs. Now, many people, well,
Sure.
Michelle, go back to that one for a moment, since this other slide was in there. Many people, the first argument is a pyramid scheme. And I just want to use myself as an example. The person had 3 years of tenure before me when she sponsored me, became a silver the month that I was sponsored. The following month, I became a silver. And I have been under that sponsor as a platinum, and she's a silver. So it's a reverse pyramid. It's really pay for performance, and it's really based upon what you want. That's the beauty of our compensation plan. So learn and understand the compensation plan. And in the lower right-hand corner, the humans being more mind training. And Sherri offers the most profound one at a retreat over a couple of days with her home cooked food. So what we have is a community of like-minded people that really have purpose, profit, and people at our heart. Okay, now the next one, we already saw that. So that's the global wellness community here. This is what's most important. From 1989, we celebrated last year 35 years in North America. Our owner and CEO has a very lofty plan of growing from 2025 to 2030 from 50 million to 500 million. In the first 35 years, Nikan did $4 billion worth of business, which is only 1.25% of market share in North America. We're talking about the North American market with 87% boomers. Well, I'm at the upper end of the boomers. So 28 years ago, I was younger and had a lot more energy. But at this point in time, what's really needed is Gen X and millennials. So everybody that's listening tonight, you have children, grandchildren. What is the huge opportunity for this kind of exponential growth is real. Every home a wellness home. It's something that we need to become so passionate about in sharing with everything that you heard tonight. We have a variety to choose from, and this kind of growth, this is like, I'll make this comparison. When Stephen Jobs was brought back to Apple, to resurrect Apple, he introduced an iPod. Well, look at where we are today from then until now. How many of us would have been nice if we would have bought stock then when the iPod came out from where we are today? So we have a 50-year-old company with an opportunity to be a part of that kind of growth. So we ask you to think back to those 5 pillars of wellness, and you've been through a discovery process. So which one or two of those pillars were you most out of balance? We would love to have you as an enthusiast starting as a customer, and really would love to have increase exponentially our field leadership team. It doesn't matter how many new Royal Diamonds or whatever there is, there's no limit. So this same channel, the royalalliance.com/live, on Monday night is really excellent business coaching. And on Tuesday night, this is what we do every Tuesday night. On Wednesday night is brand night, where an individual product is explained a little more thoroughly in 15 minutes. And then on Thursday night, the opportunity to come back and ask questions, particularly if you're interested in becoming a business builder. That is on Thursday night. And you can come back as many times as you want to, again, keeping in mind people, planet, and profit. Sherri, a business story. Sherri is our woman diamond from Georgia and would like to have you share your business story.
Wonderful. Thank you. You guys have been amazing. So my story is this is my 28th year as well, Madeline. And so at this time when Niken found me, or I found Niken, was introduced, I was a massage therapist. I was a stressed out, not because I didn't love my work and because the work was stressful. I was stressed out because number one, I was hurting physically. And number two, I was stressed out because I was running out of hours in the day to do massage. I was self-employed, and yet, you're when you're paid only for the hours that you work, and then you run out of hours, you run out of opportunities to earn income. And so I could see the future, and with a bad back and the fact that I didn't have any more hours that I could really be working, I was stressed about finances. But that's not what got me to Nikan at first. The first thing was the fact I needed to solve a problem, and it was that my back hurt. And so, as a massage therapist, I was talking to people about natural ways to take care of their aches and discomforts. And here I was hurting. So I was open to something that I knew nothing about, but when you hurt, you will try anything. And it was strange to think about magnets, and yet I was willing to give it a shot. And so, sight unseen, no internet, didn't have anybody local. It was all done through phone conversations. Couldn't do it. We didn't have Zoom back then. So it was a phone conversation with another massage therapist from another part of the country, and I took a leap of faith, ordered a mattress topper, and it was kind of magical because after one night of sleeping on it, I could tell a difference in my back. By the end of that week of sleeping on it, I thought something was really up. I could tell a difference was going on, and a light bulb went off. Maybe this is a thing. And so I listened to, back then we had cassette tapes. I listened to something that talked about a business story, and that was all happening late November and December. And by the first of the year in 1998, I invested in my business. I bought silent partners that were products to loan to get the products out on people because I was on fire of what this had done for me. And I thought, if I can educate people about, we didn't call it self-care back then, but that's really what it was. It was like, as a massage therapist, I understood that there's only so much you can do. People go into their stressful lives. And so I really wanted people to feel empowered to be able to take care of their well-being. And I knew that there were gazillions of people that needed to know about these products. And so that was my story. I have a global business today. I do very little massage. I really sold my practice after Nikken really took off for me. And so I do a little bit of massage because I love the work. I don't want to it's very physical and hard to be a massage therapist. I choose not to do it, but I have more energy. I feel better in my body. I'm more active today, 28 years ago, later, than I was when this was introduced to me. So it's exciting.
Thank you, Sherri. So do we have, I know we have the kickoff call at 9, but wondered if anybody might have a question or a comment or want to share their story or what they're excited about.
Any hands go up?
If not, we have time to take a little break and get on the kickoff call.
Okay.
Yep,
Wes wants to share. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take one of everything. Which I did, about 20 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, it changed my life, and I offer it to a lot of people to help them to change their lives. But I can't do it for them; they got to do it. And but we're here to help them, and I think they know that.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we invite you, if you're listening, to be a part of our global wellness community. We have a lot of fun making a big difference in the world. So thanks for everybody for being on. And whether you're signed up as a consultant or you're taking a look, if you can jump on the kickoff call, let the person that invited you know that you want to be on to learn about a brand new product that's about to be launched tonight. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.